What's good, baby? It's your crew, K9. I hope you guys have been blessed. I hope you guys have been well, man. I know it's been a minute. 2020, man. What is going on in 2020, man? It's been a crazy, crazy year. I know there's a lot of things going on in your life. There's things that are going on in my life, man, and it brings a lot of people down, man. 2020's been tough. There's been a lot of negative energy, you know what I mean? And I guess what I want to talk to you guys today about is appreciation. COVID is something that's taking over our lives. There's a lot of negativity, a lot of things that we have to push through on a daily basis. Now we have COVID to deal with that's just taking people out, you know what I'm saying? Murder, suicide, drug overdose, car accidents, all kinds of stuff that are going on, cancer, all that stuff, right? Now you have COVID on top of all that other stuff, man. Now it hasn't affected me directly by the graces of God, but it's definitely affected people around me. And I know people that have lost family members, man. I know it's real. And it didn't hit me until that started happening. Like when COVID came around, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? COVID's real, I get it. You know, I wasn't too worried about it. And then people I know, their family members or their friends started dying, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty close. It hits close to home. So with all that going on, I feel like we need to appreciate people more often, man. So even aside from COVID, even aside from 2020, we need to appreciate people while they're here. We can lose people at any given moment or any given time. Something can happen in your life or something can happen in my life, and it can drastically change and drastically alter in just that split second. I hated waking up, getting that phone call, getting that text or seeing something on social media and somebody passing away. That to me has just been one of the most hardest things that I've had to deal with, you know, as a person growing up. You know, I've had people die of murder, suicide, drug overdose, cancer, car accidents, just a lot of different things. And to wake up and get that call, to see that text message or something on social media, it hits you hard. It's like, damn, I was just talking to that person. Damn, I just seen that person. You know, or maybe it's been a minute and I haven't seen or spoken to that person. So appreciation, it goes a long way in people's lives. What are you doing to appreciate the people around you? Cousins, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, parents, grandparents, your homies, your girl, your boy, whoever you run with, you know what I mean? What are you doing to appreciate those people in your lifetime? You don't know how much longer you have with them, and they don't know how much longer they have with you. Think about it this way. If you're a family member of mine, if you're a personal friend of mine, and you woke up and you got that phone call, you got that text message saying, hey, you know what? I passed away, I'm no longer here. How would you feel? Would you have any regrets at all? If you don't have any regrets, that's a good thing. As a family member or friend, whatever role you played in my life, if I'm gone and you have no regret about it, that's a good thing. That means you did whatever you needed to do to fulfill your role in my life. One of the hardest things that I've had to deal with, and it'll probably haunt me to the day that I die, my grandfather, he passed away in 2002. He died from cancer. And even though we had an amazing relationship, like I looked at him as a real father. He was my first father in my lifetime since my real father wasn't there. He was the first father figure I had. And when he passed away, I wasn't there. And I got the phone call and I just lost it. I flipped out. Everything inside of me, I had so much rage, so much anger, so much pain, just so much emotion. And, you know, it was a bad, bad night. You know, I ended up cutting myself quite a bit. It's just kind of the way that I used to deal with things. But something like that, you know, to me was very, very hard to deal with. And I think it'll probably haunt me to the day that I die. I still have dreams of him. And it bugs me because I talk and he never talks back. I see him and he never responds to anything that I say. And it's a hard thing to deal with, you know. It's one of those things where that is a regret that I'm going to hold until the day that I die. But, you know, I know that you're up there in heaven. I hope that you're looking down upon us. I hope that you're proud of me, and I hope that you're proud of our entire family. And that's my point, appreciation. I feel like I could have appreciated it more in different ways. Regardless of the relationship that we had, that grandfather, grandson, almost like a best friend type of bond. We were so tight, you know, but I still felt that there were different ways I could have appreciated them. What can you do to appreciate the people in your lives that you have right now? You don't know how long they're going to be in your life. Whoever that person is, what are you doing to appreciate them while they're still here? Do you support them? Do you give them positive energy? Do you push them to reach their goals and their dreams? And if you don't, why not? Why don't you support who they are as a person? Whether you agree with it or not, as long as it's not hurting anybody and it's not hurting themselves, why don't you support that person? You know, we've grown up in a world now where technology and social media are so convenient. All we have to do is text message or see somebody's life on social media, but we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes, behind the camera, behind the selfies, behind the videos. We don't know what's going on inside those lives. Why don't we take a moment to find out? You know, when I got back from my trip with the boys, I was in a very depressed mode. We came back from Lake Tahoe, had an amazing time, man. We were parasailing, doing the whole bit, you know, on the raft and everything. We had such a good time. But I came back and I just hit a wall of depression. And I was depressed for probably a good month. A few people checked on me, you know, and shout out to my people that did, man. Gino, D, my brother, my sisters, Aaron, my boy HB, Harry Bulgarian, Waze, you know, had a few solid people checking on me, man, and there were a few others too as well, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. You know, they seen that I was depressed, they seen that I was upset, you know, and they reached out to me. But something that really stood out to me, my boy Justin, my boy Duck from Live Victorious. You see the LV hats, the LV shirts that I wear, Live Victorious. I represent that all day. Even up to a couple weeks ago, my boy Duck hit me up, man. He called me, you know what I mean? He's a busy guy. He's running Live Victorious. He's got the new spot, the new location, man. He's doing a lot of things right now. But even as busy as he is, he took 4 minutes out of his day. And it was only a 4-minute conversation. It didn't take that long. But he called me up. Hey, K9, you good? Hey, I'm just checking on you, bro. Randomly. That was the biggest thing that just, I wasn't expecting this call. You know, everything was good, but he just randomly hit me up and was like, hey, I just want to check on you. And that right there, those 4 minutes, that small amount of energy, that small amount of effort made such a big impact to me. I appreciate that, you know what I mean? And that's more than I can ever thank him for. So these small things that we do make big impacts on the people that we love, whether we know it or not. So it's up to you to make that difference and appreciate the people while you have them while they're still here. I hope you guys are blessed, man. Holla at you, Kuya.